Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to door number 18 of the Hallmark of Greatness Advent. Door number 18 is a very merry toy store. Connie and Will each run their small family-owned toy stores in the town of New Britain. Their livelihoods fall into jeopardy when the toy store, Roy's Toys, has its opening right before Christmas. Connie and Will engage in the kind of clever one-upmanship they once reserved for each other, but this time, the stakes are higher. They must overcome their differences and work together.
Also, we're here.
Hi!
Didn't even introduce us, you knob. It's
I wonder why
fine.
you're laughing. Oh, I'm Anthony Burke, and with me as always, Joe Higgins.
No, I'm not wasting one on this now. I've only got X amount of languages left.
And Craig Lowe.
I'm not even here. It's fine.
I wondered why I could hear sniggering.
This stars everyone's favourite teenage witch, Melissa Joan Hart, and everyone's favourite cut-off shirt-wearing psychopath / Colonel Slanders cosplayer, Slater from Saved by the Bell. We'll give you the reason why there is no little thing for this one, because the film that the wheel selected was the second in a trilogy, and we didn't want to watch that and give it an unfair viewing. So we
wanted to give it a good shake, that trilogy.
We did a emergency one, and what better than AC Slater and Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Literally
on paper.
anything, as we found out, literally anything.
On paper, this could have been good, because two great actors
Well, why? Who else was in this
of
film?
the 90s.
Oh, it was better actors. Beth Broderick's back again. Aunt Zelda.
Oh, she's just as shitty as the
Brian
last film that she was
Dennehy's in this film.
Brian Dennehy, confused, calls everyone by their real names. And then
Yeah,
other
funny.
Just
names.
seems to have pulled him straight out of the home.
He's playing piano at one point. He just goes, "Hello, Beth." And she's like, "My name's Pam, but all right, whatever."
You've got the guy out of Mike and Molly as well. I don't know his name. I forget his name. Big guy.
Billy Gardell.
Billy
Yeah.
Gardell, yes. As Roy,
Yeah.
owner of Roy's
Yeah.
Toys. So it opens up, and it's a very small town, this town, but there are two toy shops
Right next to each other.
literally a cock stride from each other.
And
Yeah.
the third one on the way.
And a third, but it's like a big box one, and it's like a Staples or a Walmart of toys. Whereas these two are personal. They show this by people coming in and them
Going... You
going,
go for like a Toys R Us or a Smith's there, but you went for a Walmart of toys.
"It's American, isn't it?" Like,
Toys R Us.
We have Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, all
They
right.
have
We don't have
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us anymore. So.
No one does.
They've got one, remember?
Yeah,
Good.
there's one left, like the last
There was one
Blockbuster
left.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
Oh.
they're both. I think they're supposed to be bringing it back over here, or
Yeah.
someone's in.
At least
talks.
online.
Someone's-
I think online.
As Boohoo bought the rights to another company name that they're just going to trade under.
Yeah. They show that the people know these people in town because Connie and Will, as they are, people come in and they're like, "Oh, don't buy that for your granddaughter, Mr. Jenkins, because you got her that last year." And he's like, "Oh," and it's to show that they know these people. It's their town. I don't know why they haven't at some point gone, "Should we pool resources rather
It's
than have two
because
separate?"
it's because their family their two families, or their two dads or granddads.
But we find that out later on, don't we?
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Yes. So they're kind of knobs to each other. They do like prank phone calls to each other. It's very sort of inoffensive.
what up?
And then they get there's a thing that comes through, and it's like opening now Roy's barn thing, toys for all the family.
Yeah.
We've got that special doll. I can't remember what it was called. Princess Unicorn. My horn can pierce the sky. And they're like, "Oh, well, we've got all those coming in as well. We've booked them in."
Craig will get that reference soon.
Yeah, it's fine when you get to that point.
Yeah, I'm only at season 4 of it. I'm watching The Office for those at home wondering,
Everyone's watched it. Everyone's loved it.
except for me, apparently.
But her mum, Melissa Joan Hart's mum,
Zelda.
is Zelda. She's teaching Brian Dennehy how to play the piano,
Yeah,
and she gets aggravated that he's not practicing at home.
because he's
Because he
forgot,
doesn't
probably.
have one.
No, because he's forgot that he's having that he had piano lessons that day. He's just
Who are you?
yeah, he's just happy to be out of the house.
He actually calls us.
Would
Zelda
you
at one
like a
point.
word?
He does call her Zelda at one point as well. He's just conducting a Pidgin orchestra in the street. Yeah. They like are sort of like, "Oh well, if we can't beat them, we should form a truce." Oh, there's a weird subplot where someone's nicking stuff from the shop as well. So they set
Tara
up.
Strong, award-winning voice actress Tara Strong of like Harley Quinn in the Batman animated series, and Bubbles,
at the end.
Bubbles from
Bubbles.
Powerpuff Girls,
Yeah.
and just like very famous voice actress is just for some reason in this film.
Everyone needs a paycheck, right?
Yeah,
They set up her brother Randy, because of course course he's called Randy, Connie's brother, sets up this security camera to catch whoever the thief is because they're nicking loads of stock and security in the shop is atrocious. There's also a weird girl flying like a drone. She gives her controls of this drone and then just leaves her in the shop until she dies, I think.
Yeah.
The camera
gets knocked as it's set up, and it starts pointing out the window instead of into the shop.
Both Connie and Will agree to join forces to try and take down Roy's toys. And Roy's like, "Oh, I welcome healthy competition," but secretly he's a bastard.
He's paying to have their stock stolen and delivered to himself instead.
At a petrol station, he gives over a brown envelope and receives these things from a local city councillor.
So the petrol station is opposite these two toy stores.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a bizarre place to put your toy stores.
It's literally Main Street in this small town. So petrol station, toy store.
There's a bar right in the middle.
There's a bar in the middle. As per the tradition, our old charter. As Randy drives past, he leans out of the window and says something along the lines of, "Hey, Neil Armstrong, how's the moon?" or something like that.
Oh God,
Neil Armstrong, because his reasoning was something about walking back to the moon, or
he's a spaceman.
Again, I think Randy's on like release under his sister's care to you're holding the wooden spoon, Randy, you're helping. Yes.
At what point do we find out that the families were together? Were
near the end.
Okay.
I think Brian Dennehy and Beth Broderick tell them this because they sort of get on. They realise that all their toys all the Princess Unicorns are being sent to Roy's. They somehow hijack the vehicle.
Yeah, there's some.
They
use a CB radio or ring up the driver to say, "No, you've got it all wrong. You need to get him delivered here because Roy's not going to be happy."
To this high school in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
they unload them all. They unload an articulated lorry by hand. So hopefully they have got a Senor Lodenstein. And then I think the next day,
it's me, Rapido.
Zelda says your two fathers started in business together, but it fell apart. That's why the two shops are literally a cock drive from each other. You should work together. And there is a town meeting.
Oh no, you've missed out the most magical part of this film. The most magical part, the best downhill toboggan.
Oh my God!
All of Christendom.
How could I forget
all
that?
Of Christendom? Two young boys in front of a blue screen pretending they're going downhill.
Well, you've got, I think it's her, is it Connie's kid or Slater's kid? I can't remember which one's which.
Can't remember which one, but yeah, one of the kids.
Is taking part in a downhill toboggan race, but Roy of Roy's barn sponsors this other bully kind of kid.
Local tough kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Puffer
in this race.
He's got a sled with knives on the side of it and rotating drill bits.
It's up the side,
a very pointless scene, but it's the worst green screen.
Oh, it's the most wonderful thing ever.
You say worst, I say best.
It's almost up there with Santa's flying car in terms of
Christmas.
I was going to say Legolas climbing up the elephant, but okay.
This is the kind of thing you'd see like Ant and Dec do when they dick about in front of a green screen pretending to be somewhere. It was that kind of quality.
Mate, I'm fairly sure the budget of this film was about 8p.
You've got Sabrina and Slater. The budget went on them.
As I pointed out when we were watching this, who directed this film? Was it Melissa Joan Hart's mum? Yes, it was.
All right, yeah.
Who wrote it?
Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart's mum.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also made by Melissa Joan Hart's production company.
Hey, they did Sabrina, so...
Wow. I mean, there's talk of bringing Clarissa back. Like, anyone needs that.
I do.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Ferguson needs to come back into my life somehow.
Ferguson's not coming back, he said. He's moved on. Like Chunk from the Goonies, he's successful now. Yeah, so there's a town hall meeting about the planning application for Roy's thing. Even though the building's been built and it's fully stocked and like they have an opening day and they try and usurp them and they say pancake lunch.
They've got elephants and candy floss.
Yeah, other shite like that. And the
don't they get Princess Unicorn to come and sing?
Yes, they get the voice of
yeah. I mean, why not? And all three of them vote. Oh no, one of them's unsure.
The mayor doesn't vote, and the other two vote And the dodgy one is the mayor's brother.
Something like that.
The councilman that took the bribe to be in Roy's pocket is the mayor's brother, and he's like, "I gave you a kidney, you son of a bitch."
Oh yeah, he keeps going about his kidney. And anyway, they play this footage of him taking the bribe, and he's like, "Ngang, ngang, ngang, ngang." Then they go back to the shop, and they decide to open like a mega shop, kick that bar out the middle, or put like a bridge in, Sky Bridge. And it ends, and it's kind of, that was a waste of time.
That was something. That was literally like taking up an hour and a half of our lives.
And we watched it on Channel 5, which had adverts in.
Yeah.
Makes it even worse.
2.5 hours.
Not too bad,
Yeah,
because it had them things in between, didn't it? It was going on about West Side Story and shit.
Oh yeah.
For me, I'm going to go 4.2.
4.2. Sorry, it's going to be a click.
It's got Mario Lopez, Melissa Joan Hart
in
it. I'd forgotten about the green screen sledding, which got me right back into it again.
I'm going a dead 4.
That's fine. I'm going to go the other way and go 5.2. The sleigh race alone made it worth it. And you know what? Melissa Joan Hart in anything is an instant 5 points.
I tell a lie. I'm going up to a 5 because I can't give this worse than Jingle Jangle. It's getting the same as Jingle Jangle. It takes up to a 4.8 anyway.
Giant lump of coal.
Lump of coal. If this was on telly, I would watch it, but I wouldn't go out of my way.
If you sat there and you're like you're already 2 hours into wrapping presents and you've still got a stack of shit to do and writing cards,
and the remote's just out of reach.
Yeah, and this came on, it's like fuck it, it's fine.
It's Sabrina, innit, and Slater.
Doesn't need to be.
And I know that I can crease myself laughing at the hour and 10 minute point where we get when the downhill sleigh comes on.
I've got that to look forward to. I'm going to go and get the sherry ready for that bit.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be at Christmas though.
Christmas, no
Could be any
reason.
time of year. It's just a toy
Christmas.
store.
Yeah.
Well, in conclusion, that was day number 18, a very merry toy store. Anything further to add?
Eye in the face.
No.
Is that a game I can play with my family? Genuine
And
life
I'm
in the
Craig
film.
Lowe. I'm Craig Lowe. Welcome to the show.
I'm doing it in reverse today.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye. Fill it up with lack of content.